It was never a. I think maybe that's what probably helped between my husband and I. There was at no point in time did career take precedence over family. If things had to stop, if I had to stop work, if I had to resign for the sake of the family, I would. There were times I took the kids with me for business trips because I had to. They were babies and I was still breastfeeding and I wanted to take them and I did. It was not easy. I still think it was probably silly of me, but I didn't think of it then. Some of those trips were training trips that happens once a year, once in 2 years. So I knew if I missed it, it would be like another year or two before I could do those trainings, and it was required for promotion. So that's why I took them. That's why I thought it was important to take them. So they always come first. I mean, at times I take sabbatical. I could take a whole month off because, I mean, last year somebody really laughed at me. My child was he was going to university and I took the whole month off. And they said, but he's an adult. I'm like, I don't know about you, but I felt like how I put it, it's a life-changing experience. And I didn't want work to distract me. So I'm very particular about that it may sound small or even people may make fun, but any life-changing events in their lives, I always want to make sure I'm there. And they see that I'm there. I'm not hurrying. I'm not, trying to push them to quickly do it. I would do it. If it takes longer than I want, I would do it. Because why? They're growing. They'll soon leave me and they'll soon leave me.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Good. I'm thinking that maybe we can do a follow-up kind of interview like this. Might not be on studio. Maybe for one way or the other, we'll find a way around it because I know you are loaded. I know you have a lot to offer because me, I know you. It's not because so when I say I know you, and I believe that anybody that knows you too well, will see you as somebody that at least you can actually you can count on. And that's what I'm looking at. That anybody that are very close to us, we're supposed to be a value-added individuals. That people that meet with you at least put something in there, at least substance that can actually help them in their growth and in terms of their faith as well. And that is where I remember when I first saw my sister, I said, let me take care of this one for me. And I've seen you have been able to, you have done a lot of work, and I really appreciate that. So maybe just to close, if you are to look at, because your faith background also helped you too. Because all the things that you said in terms of how you're able to navigate through, also consider your family first, and it takes a lot of wisdom. It's not everybody can be able to see all those areas. And for you to be able to do that, I'm sure your background in terms of your faith actually helped you. Some people will not see it that way, and I'm sure God actually reveals one or two things, because you cannot take God out of whatever you becomes in life, and even decision you take. Sometimes, many times, are guided by God Himself. So, if you had to look at that, how would you at least tell us how to be able to?
From a career point of view, there are two Bible figures. I have the women, but there are two critical Bible figures I have read over and over again, and I've applied them many times. One is David and one is Daniel.
Okay.
Right. So for me, David is that. I'm sorry if you don't have Nigerian audience, but David is a Tatafo child.
Yeah.
Tatafo in the sense that, so Tatafo, I mean, for people that don't understand, just means he's a child that is always talking.
Yeah.
He's the only person in the whole Bible that inquired from God 9 times. That's recorded. So he's a true child of God when you want to analyze the meaning of a child of God, because children are always coming to you asking questions. Oh, Daddy, should I do this? Or what do you think about this? This one. So there's always that continuous dialogue,
Relationship
with kids and their dads or their moms or their parents. So David was a true child of God. He was always curious. They yapped him. Oh, he was dancing anyhow. Oh, he slept in this one. And because he was a true child of God, he just had the boldness to do very ridiculous things. I mean, how can you take stones to go and kill Goliath? How does that make any sense? He didn't even hold a sword, nothing, just stones. I'm like, what was he thinking? Clearly he wasn't thinking humanly. He was not thinking humanly. I know time is fast spent. So that's the first part for me. So that's meekness, humility. That's just being a child of God and having that childlike mind with God. I said at the beginning, a lot of us are grown-ups, but we can be grown-ups in terms of course, maturity and how we act. But when it comes to how we live our daily life, we can't be grown up with God. It just doesn't make sense at all. He's our creator. So why are you grown up with him? You're his child.
Yeah.
The second person is Daniel. I see Daniel as a career guy. He survived, he's in 3 or 4 kings, right? He was an administrator. But something Daniel gave me was that he's diligent. He's diligent. Nobody could talk about his work. Nobody. Anything you talk about Daniel, yes, okay, he saw visions, he saw this, but something they kept on saying, which is consistent. Spirit, yeah. He had an excellent spirit. He was diligent. He had an excellent spirit, and those two is what has guided me. When I think of my career, but also when I think of my life. So, when you think about the David one, okay, you are going here. God, should I not? Why would you put family first? Despite everything David did, he respected the family units. He fought for Saul, regardless of what Saul did to him. Right. He respected it. He knew that there was something about family. Daniel, regardless of everything that happened to him, they captured him. They did this one. He could have, when he got to a senior rule, he could have sabotaged Nebuchadnezzar. He could have done all that, but nothing. You could not fault his work. Yeah. Never. And that is also for me at work. That excellent spirit, that diligence. I don't work for man, I work for God.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if man doesn't acknowledge my work or if it's not. Of course, I'll fight for promotion. I'm bold, I'm all that. But if I see that I'm being sabotaged, what I have done, I'll make money on it somewhere else. I don't have to make it there. Yeah. And that's, I think those two, from a faith point of view, always drives me. And that's also what I use to talk to people.
That drew me my attention to what Pastor Poju Imade said, something like related to that. But that's a discussion for another day. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you for the privilege.
It's tough. We're able to, but at least we have been able to do that. So viewers, thank you for your time. Spending with us, and this takes us to the end of today's episode. We're looking at subsequent episode, maybe in here in the studio, or maybe on video calls. We can also, because I know him. Anybody that speaks with him and take his time or our time with her, there's no how. There's a value for time for her. I really want to take it to the end of this episode. I really appreciate you. We are looking forward to, just make sure that you follow our links and all our platforms, and make sure you take your time to look at what we have been able to discuss. It's again Navigate, and we are looking forward to see you again next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are heroes and dreamers.